Robin Slip Show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Kenny?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Kenny from Channel of the Living Dead?
Yes, sir. Glad to be here, fellas.
Good to have you on, dude. Your channel celebrates all things horror, correct?
Yeah, just pretty much anything to do with the genre, man. It's just all about the love of it.
Nice. How long have you been doing it for?
Well, I actually started it, I believe, late September of last year. So I've been going for about 5 months. I took a month off, like I'd gotten kind of down. I was actually doing, in hindsight, I was actually doing pretty well, but I wasn't doing as well as I wanted to be. So I kind of got bummed and took like a month breather. But so yeah, about really 4 months if you count, count off the breather.
Yeah, it's a slow grind, especially just doing like YouTube. It's rough. Like we've been doing it 6 years, and I don't know. Do we even have 500 followers? I don't know yet. I don't know, but it's a slow grind on YouTube.
Yeah, it definitely is. But it's cool though, man. We got a lot of support in the community now, and we've actually we've got amazing things going on. I'm trying to send folks you guys' way if y'all are interested. I've got a lot of films that would love, to make some podcast and radio appearances if you guys are interested.
Yeah, man.
I'll definitely send some your way.
Awesome. Do you do a lot of interviews?
Yeah, that's been actually okay. My channel started out. Okay, it was kind of by design. I started doing a bunch of like merch unboxings, like horror figures and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of a plan to build up like a backlog of quick, easy content. Plus, I was clueless. I had no idea about YouTube or video production or editing, or it was all one-shot takes, So then I moved on to doing like the Let's Talk About series, where I, talked about particular films that I loved and would kind of, just do a little brief synopsis of them and, a few jokes here and there, and just basically try to get people to watch what I felt were awesome and underappreciated films. But here lately, it's moved on to interviews being my primary thing, and a lot of like mystery, like a lot of people send me stuff, and I'll do like mystery box videos, where I'll open what they send me and put them up too. So those are kind of another, big facet of the channel these days. But yeah, primarily interviews.
Cool. Yeah, the unboxing is definitely something big about that. That is cool. I wanted to ask too, as just a horror fan, are you involved in the horror community? Like either with like filmmakers or an actor or like a writer yourself?
Well, I'm friends with a whole, ton of pretty big names, which is mind blowing to me. Like I said, I was in prison 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, and I get out, and now suddenly, I'm friends with actors and producers and directors, and it's just like amazing, like how much support the community's shown me and Frank and just all our people. No, we were actually, me and Frank are discussing writing a couple films though, and I have a producer buddy that has actually, asked me to help him produce a film. I'm not sure when and if that'll come to fruition, you know what I mean? But, so yeah, we're definitely planning on getting our feet wet more on the production end as well.
What were you in prison for, Kenny?
Well, the charge itself was burglary. But let's see, it's a dicey subject. What had happened was my dad and my best friend both had died within a couple months of each other, and I used to be a drug addict. So between the emotional and mental turmoil I was going through from that, and then all the drugs I was doing, I took a bunch of Xanax, and they turned me into a monster. I should have known better than that. Anyway, I had broken this guy's car previously and found a phone with like child porn on it. So I guess with my mental state at the time, I guess I decided I was like a vigilante or something. And I grabbed a pistol and I went over to his house and I'm not even certain what my intent was, but luckily he spooked me, and I just got charged with burglary instead of whatever would have transpired.
But shit, did that guy didn't serve any time? Like, fuck. Now I want to go after that guy.
Right,
God
like-
damn,
Right.
bro. Yeah, I feel like you
Yeah.
kind of were the lesser of the evils. Like, I'd give you some perks or
Right.
whatever you wanted. Just to, let's go get this guy. Like, let's get him, dude. Fuck.
No doubt.
Oh, my
See,
God.
I didn't tell the cops all that though. I downplayed I downplayed my true intentions and made it look more like a burglary. You know? what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And I do
But-
feel like, yeah, you
But
got,
I feel like
you're
though, if
trying to
you
make a
did
deal yourself,
tell
but-
them that, like, they
Fuck.
would have to investigate it, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't even tell them about the child porn thing. You know,
Yeah.
which I'm not saying for a fact that's what my intentions were. I don't know what my intentions were because I was so trash.
Yeah.
But they weren't good. I know that.
That guy is. We gotta take him down. We're gonna.
Yeah,
Fuck that guy.
yes. Rob
Wow.
and Slim and Ten of the Living
Kenny,
Dead.
yeah.
We're gonna team up and like Voltron that dude.
Yes.
And then we get all do jail time together this time.
And yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And hopefully not relapse. Hopefully not relapse.
No, definitely no relapse. That's not the life.
Wow, man. But shit. What I was gonna ask too, Kenny. Being a fan of horror, do you review like indie films or anything like that?
Yeah, actually, right now, indie is kind of our passion. You know, like I like the old big budget studio, big studio stuff. But as far as nowadays, we deal mostly, almost exclusively with independent films. I interviewed David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown from Terrifier. I interviewed Vincent DeSanti, the writer and director of Never Hike Alone. I interviewed Hilton Ariel Ruiz, the writer and director of Zombie with the Shotgun, and Kyle Hester, who produced and acted in it. And, he was also helped produce and acted in The Chair and the upcoming Preacher 6. Then I got Captive, the film. I'm about to interview. I just interviewed Josh Stifter yesterday, which it was amazing. His film, The Good Exorcist, was produced by Robert Rodriguez, and it's streaming on Troma's, streaming service, Troma Now.
Okay.
It's also on Amazon Prime. So yeah, like
Wow.
it's indie's like kind of our passion. They're the only dudes doing anything these days.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask, are you a fan of like remakes or anything mainstream at all?
I despise most remakes, but there's a few here and there. I like the Evil Dead remake. I like let's see, I like the Crazies remake. I like the I Spit on Your Grave remake. The Hills Have Eyes remake. My favorite remake ever, besides The Thing, of course, but would probably be Tom Savini's remake of Night of the Living Dead. I thought that was fantastic, but hell, that's 20 years old, 30 years old.
Yeah. What were you a fan of the Rob Zombie, Michael Myers movies, the Halloween?
Man, that's a good question. I'm not gonna say I'm a fan. I don't really care for him. I'm more into his Firefly trilogy. I love his Firefly
That's what
trilogy.
I was gonna ask too. If you like the other stuff, yeah, he's done some cool.
Yeah,
stuff.
those were great. Devil's Rejects, House on Thousand Corpses, Three from Hell, all that.
Yes.
The Halloween was all right, man. I thought it was cool to see a different take on it, but I don't like the way he demystified Michael Myers. It made him too much like a regular serial killer.
See, I love the first one. I never saw the second one because I heard it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, the second one's weird, man.
Yeah.
I don't hate it or anything, but they did do something new with it, though. I'll give him that. I got a lot of love and respect for Zombie the filmmaker.
Yeah, he does some cool stuff too, where he makes it feel like it's an old retro film, and it's just not like he's got an art to him. Like I do like him.
What about that recent Halloween movie? I haven't seen it yet,
I've
but
not
it was
seen
like
that
it was
either.
like a sequel, I think, because she's like an older lady in it.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the 2018 or the one that just came out?
Yeah.
Age 40, pretty much.
Yes.
With Jamie Lee Curtis back.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed that, man.
Yeah.
I thought Blumhouse did pretty well on it. I thought it was kind of cool that, even though I love Halloween 2, I thought it was cool that they kind of did away with the events of Halloween 2, and retro retrofitted the story. You know, like it was just cool seeing. First off, Jamie Lee Curtis back.
Yeah.
And just I thought it was an interesting take on the thing. You know, it was like a direct sequel, pretty much, to the first one.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
See, yeah,
Cool.
I definitely do have to check that one out. Definitely do. What I wanted to ask too, what is mutantfam.com, Kenny?
Okay, well, that's a really good question also, man. All right, well, Mutant Fam, you know, of course, is Joe Bob Briggs, and Darcy actually coined the phrase, and she pretty much gave us her blessing to use the name for the site. It's, you know, just we're just a community of people that love Joe Bob and Darcy, and, you know, kind of, you know, found a mutual just love and, you know, respect and admiration for the genre, and just kind of band together, you know. And then we took it and made a site. Frank, I gotta give my full credit to Frank, my partner at New on Twitter. The site himself is his brainchild. He does all the programming, puts all the marathons together, programs the marathons, you know, complete and utter respect to Frank for everything he does. But he discovered me, like, the site had been a thing for like 3 days, and he found me, and there was only like 2 other people on the page, maybe 3, and me and him just like really hit it off, and he made me basically co-runner of the site. And, you know, I discovered I had a knack for promo and for, you know, just getting in with like cool people and talking to cool people. And then, you know, Frank does promo as well. And I don't know, it just turned out to be a beautiful thing, man. We're just trying to help other people, you know, like help get exposure for folks, like whether it's YouTubers or Etsy stores or writers or, you know, just anybody in the genre. We're just trying to help get their names out there and, you know, build ourselves as well.
Cool. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, man, that's awesome. I love that kind of thing. Yeah, connecting people. It's one of the most rewarding things I say of doing a project is just connecting people. Even like we've had guests on with you know, other guests when you see them collaborating on something. It's one of the best feelings.
You're absolutely right, dude. I love it, man. Like, just putting people together, it just feels good, man. You know, like, just, I don't know, like I said, I'm an ex-con and an ex-drug addict, and I didn't always live the best life, man. You know, I'd hurt people and just done bad. So I was always a good dude at heart, but, you know, addiction and whatnot, you know, kind of changed me, I guess you'd say. But so now it feels good to actually be able to be my true self and to, like, give back and try to help people instead, you know?
Yeah, and as far as, like, that goes, like, I've got the demons too, but, like, as far as, like, an everyday feel, like, yeah, I drink on the show, but as far as an everyday feel, I say sober is the way to go. Like, yeah, no, I don't think I could ever go back to what I did years ago.
Yeah, it's totally not a life, bud.
Absolutely, my friend. I love that. I love that, the positivity of your message. I think that's a really cool thing. A really cool thing, dude.
Dude, thank you. That means a lot, man. I love it when people, you know, get what we're doing and appreciate what we're doing, you know. So,
absolutely.
Thank you very much.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming on. We have to wrap this up.
I do want to ask him. I'm going to ask him the same question I asked Isaac. So, we're 2 months into 2021.
Oh, 2021.
So, what do you think is your favorite horror work of 2019?
Oh, you're throwing us.
Oh man, that is a question there. I got to be honest with you, man. I really watch very little new stuff, man. I've got a backlog of stuff I need to watch, you know. Man, I'm going to say Halloween, man. I think that was 2019, or was that 2018? I can't remember.
It might have been 2018 or close, or maybe it was 2019.
I want to say it was just.
Yeah, because it was recently. I think you're right.
I'm not certain, but I'll just say that because, you know, like I said, I'm kind of slipping on the modern stuff. That's awesome you guys had Isaac on, man.
Yeah.
Isaac is a great dude, and that's my buddy, man. Like,
Dude,
Yeah,
he's
Isaac is
great.
amazing.
We've
He's a
had
good
him on,
friend
I
of
think,
ours.
since our second or third season. We've had him on, and we have him on a few times every season.
I have one of his evil bunnies on my board.
Yeah.
Yes, he sent me an autographed copy of his book and a couple of his evil bunnies as well, man. They're fantastic. Send me a link, man. I want to check out y'all's show with Isaac.
Absolutely, Kenny. Well, which book was it? Did he send you the Gordon Place? Is that the one you got?
No, he gave me a choice between Gordon Place. I took Roadkill because I like the short story aspect.
Oh yeah, both are great, but dude, Gordon Place, I'm telling you, from start to finish, if you pick it up, like you won't be able to put it down. It is that good. It's amazing, amazing.
I'm definitely gonna check it out as well. Yeah, I got mad love and respect for Isaac, dude. He's a great guy.
He is
talented, author, and just he helps a lot of people out too. He's always doing his Twitter stuff, like sharing and promoting people as well.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Kenny. Where can everybody find you, my friend?
Do I know? I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
Sorry, where can everybody find you?
Well, let's see. First and foremost, you can find my YouTube, Channel of the Living Dead. Just, I guess, search for Channel of the Living Dead on there. Or you can Google it, too. That's usually, like, the first result. You can find me on Twitter at Channel of the D. You can find me on Instagram at Channel of the Living Dead, Slasher app at Channel of the Living Dead. And, that's pretty much it.
I want to thank you because Slim was rambling before you called about some stuff that I don't even ever want to remember.
I was explaining to the plot of Interstellar to him. It wasn't rambling.
God, it was garbage.
The plot of Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. I told him about the space library.
Dude, I don't even know how he got on
the old lady.
You saved the show,
the Dusty Planet, and Matthew McConaughey. And I think
not Martin Short movie or whatever.
No, it's a Christopher Nolan movie.
Was it romantic? Was it? I
think Brad Pitt shows up at one point on a planet. He's stuck on a planet. I don't know.
Oh man, have a good one, Kenny.
Oh, it was Matt Damon. It was Matt Damon.
Appreciate you having me on.
Appreciate you, brother. Talk soon.